The 100 Best Communities for Young People competition recognizes the outstanding work of communities across the country that provide their youth with a great place to live, learn, and grow. These 3 stories offer a glimpse into what makes a community one of the 100 best.
Throughout the community, everybody works as a team in Forsyth County. There are just a plethora of different organizations that work for the good of young people. At the high school level, I work in conjunction with counselors and also with the administration to try to determine the best way to meet the educational needs of each student. And the goal in that, of course, is to have a 100% graduation rate.
When I was in 5th grade, I was 10 years old, and my brother introduced me to marijuana. When I was in 8th grade, I was smoking pot every day. As just like a normal thing, it was a lifestyle. And then I started getting into Xanax and cocaine, and I got kicked out of Otwell Middle School in 8th grade for distribution and possession of a controlled substance.
Denial. I was in denial. You didn't want to believe that something like this was happening to your family. We sent him to 3-Dimensional Life, and it changed our lives. 3-Dimensional Life is a faith-based regeneration program for young men ages 15 to 19. The boys live there for 9 months or longer, depending on how well they do in the program. Then they're also eligible to do homeschooling. It's basically a homeschool program. It's called Faith Academy. And so Matthew was able to continue to earn high school credits.
And then when I got out of 3-Dimensional Life, I was able to come to the virtual lab and complete my classes on time.
One of these terms just came up in your practice quiz. All of our students here are enrolled in virtual curricula. They come in 1 period to 6 periods, and they take their coursework online. The advantage is they can do more than 1 class per period per day. That was really important for Matt, because in 18 months he had to do the equivalent of 14 units, which would have been impossible in a standard setting in terms of classroom.
It feels awesome that I would never thought that I would graduate high school in the first place. And to be able to graduate early, that's just amazing. All the people that have brought me to the places where I'm at now have been a big influence, and without them, then I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Montrose Counseling Center is a behavioral health and prevention provider serving the Houston area lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning community to provide community outreach and education. The Safe Zones program, it's such an important program. It's really geared towards dropout prevention, suicide prevention. We do assessments for mental health and chemical dependency issues, and the groups meet once a week. The students come together to talk about all of those issues and create an environment to support each other.
What's the other component to talking? Talking and
Listening.
As a clinical social worker, I'm one of 2 staff that go into the schools, and I facilitate the group.
I think Safe Zone in high schools is important because you can be 100% honest and truthful and not fear being judged.
Most students who are dealing with this issue don't have somebody that they can talk to or don't have a place where they feel safe. And most of the time you can't talk to your parents, and you need other people to support you. You need a support system, and that's what this group gives me.
I feel really honored to be a part of these kids' lives, to be able to facilitate these opportunities for them to be validated and respected. And when I just think about them, my heart just is so full.
Some students don't even have parents that care for them and ask them even how their day went or how school was. And I think having Brittany ask you how you're doing every week is absolutely wonderful.
To have somebody older with more insight on my side, makes me happy.
We are really providing a service that's very rare in the community in our state, and by having the schools and families and the community support the work that we're doing and to be able to expand the work that we're doing, I think is really vital.
A decade ago, I was a history teacher at Brockton High School, and the school was a very different place.
Good afternoon, everybody.
The reality here at Brockton High School was this. In English, our student failure rate was 44%, and in math, our student failure rate was 75%. We as a faculty were so distressed by those scores. No teacher goes into this business to see students fail. And that's exactly where we were at. And it became clear to us it was about literacy. It needed to be about literacy. And we said, literacy at Brockton High is detailing very strong skills in reading, writing, speaking, and reasoning. We developed the draft of these literacy charts. We sent them home to the parents for comments, but we also, when we felt we had it in good shape, we brought in the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce in Brockton, and we showed him, and we said, we need your feedback. Are we missing anything? And then he said, Sue, if you could get kids to do these skills, they would be ready for any job that they had.
The Literacy Initiative has helped me in school by not only helping me understand and analyze a text, I've learned a lot about different kinds of essays, different kinds of readings, all different literary elements.
When I came in as a freshman, my biggest weakness was reading. My performance has improved with the literacy initiatives, and all it takes sometimes is that push from somebody else to further yourself and make you do what you know you can do.
I think that Brockton High School was a lesson in leadership for all of us. They've worked together as a team, they've modeled best practices, and they've truly built a community that values learning.
Making change like this takes tenacity. It doesn't take brilliance. You just have to keep sticking it out. As one teacher said, I believe eloquently, at first, we did it because we had to. Now, as she said, they do it because it works. And I think the success of our students here demonstrates that every day.